Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl, Twan the Mystic from HouseMystic.com. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I am Twan, okay? So in today's reading, we're talking all about the signs you keep seeing and what they mean, okay? So, yeah, go ahead and light your incense, light your candles, light your blunts. We're about to get real deep with this reading. If you love deep, insightful, and accurate pick a cards, definitely keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new, okay? So go ahead and pick the picture or the number that you feel the most drawn to, and then I will see you at your corresponding timestamp. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number one, let's get into your reading all about, yeah, the signs you keep seeing, what they mean, all that good stuff, okay? So, the first few cards are meant to be like the signs that you keep seeing. So, just so you can know that this is your pile. And then the next few cards are what they're going to mean, like what the signs mean. And then we also pulling from the bowl of answers, which I have to put on the floor because my desk is kind of small. So, yes, and I have to lay the cards out here. So, anyway, what do these signs mean? Embrace, or not what they mean. What are the signs? Embrace uncertainty. So, you may keep getting signs that a miracle is about to happen for you, or something's going to kind of like happen out the blue, or that something, yeah, it's about to be something that just kind of surprises you. It's giving like some type of surprise is on its way to you, and you keep, which I'm getting ahead of myself, but I feel like you have a feeling that there is a surprise on its way to you, and you're just like, but I don't know. Like I feel like you keep getting signs that something's gonna suddenly shift, like suddenly shift out of nowhere, and you feel like you maybe there's certain things that kind of been happening already, like maybe you've been getting little opportunities, or let me not say little, but maybe you've been getting some, some opportunities kind of sprouting up, or maybe like you've been starting to get like some deposits. Maybe they're not large deposits, but you're getting deposits, or like you're getting these certain ideas that you know could be lucrative. Like, I don't know, there's something about like maybe you being getting signs to take a risk, or that there is something suddenly coming in where you don't even know where it's coming from, how it's going to happen. You don't know. You have no idea, but you feel that it's coming. So I feel like that's a sign that you're getting. All right, so then we also have stay in integrity. Okay. So actually, let me see what else these other cards are. Okay. Love bombed, okay? And then we have inner child. Okay. So I feel like with this embrace uncertainty and then love bombed, I feel like I feel like you're feeling a little love bombed, maybe. Not love bombs, but like almost like spirit's just giving you these signs, and it's not even real. Maybe because, especially because embrace uncertainty, I think there's these certain things, like these certain signs that's kind of make you think like, okay, something, I feel like something positive is on its way, but maybe you don't see it yet. So you're kind of like, am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that these signs mean that this could possibly be about to happen? Or, yeah, so maybe you kind of gaslight yourself a little bit. But yeah, I feel like you are being called to embrace some type of uncertainty right now. And then we have inner child, and inner child makes me think of, like, you know how kids, they just be thinking they could do anything. They be thinking they can do anything, anything is possible, things like that. Because this says inner child, healing childhood wounds, reconnecting with joy, playfulness, restored, return to innocence. And you are being called to maybe return to innocence. And what I mean by that is, sorry for the pause. What I mean by that is like you're being called to have the mindset of a child, because a child be thinking like, oh yeah, I could do this, I could be an astronaut, I could be a police officer and a doctor all at the same time. And I feel like you're being called to really tap into that so that you could believe that these certain things are possible for you. Because I know, like, it's like you're getting the, oh, 444. See, look, 444. Maybe you've been seeing 444, or like these numbers repeating, like things like that. And, but then you start thinking, those could just be random numbers. I don't know. I don't see the thing yet. It hasn't manifested yet. I don't know. But then I think you're also, but I also feel like you're possibly seeing little things kind of work out for you on a daily basis. And that's why you're starting to feel like, okay, maybe miracles really are real. Maybe I can really have this. And I don't know. I feel like, yeah. So let's see what these mean, what these signs mean. The Empress, we can't really show her because her boobie is out. But the Empress, that card is basically, that's just making me think like what these signs mean. One of the things it can mean is that something is growing. Like the fact that you're seeing these signs like back to back, and then maybe you're seeing little miracles back to back, that is a sign that something bigger is coming. And then the fact that the Empress is usually associated with like birth, it makes me think of like birth to a new life, like you being on a new timeline. You, and you know, it's so funny because I've been learning this myself too. When I say new timeline, every time because I know I'd be saying that in my readings, when I say new timeline, I don't just mean like the ground is gonna break open and then it's like you're hopping over the broken ground over to this new timeline. That's not how the new timeline pops in. It's when you make the decision of being like, oh yeah, I'm not living this life that I don't want to live anymore. I've now stepped into this life, or I've decided that I'm now going to be living a life that is more of what I desire for myself. Does that make sense? So, and then my phone just lit up, so I think I'm onto something. That we have 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're feeling like you have a feeling that something like a large sum of money is coming to you, and maybe you've been putting that in the air too. Like you've been saying like, hey, Spirit, I'm trying to manifest like bands. I'm trying to manifest a couple bands, okay? I need to drink some water. Maybe y'all need to drink more water. That makes me think of flowing. It also makes me think of the Empress, because like the womb is, when the baby's in the womb, they're in water. So anyway, oh, inner child and the Empress. Maybe also you've been getting signs to like spend more time alone, spend time like maybe time alone creating, or time alone just to like meditate and do some self-care stuff, things like that, because that is also going to help with bringing in this abundance as well, especially if you've been a little stressed about money and being like, feeling a little frantic. I feel like Spirit is wanting you to do things that help with like calming your nerves, calming your nerves, your nervous system, to relax so that you can bring this in. Okay? And then we have 10 of Swords reversed. Yes, I feel like you've been going through a hard time. Maybe 2025 was a hard year for you. Maybe the past couple years have been hard, a little up and down. But yeah. And it's funny, we have Gemini, and we have Virgo, and we have the number 3. So that makes me think maybe you're someone that's like mercurial. You could be a Gemini, a Virgo. You could also be a Sag, a Pisces, or a Taurus, or a Libra. Because I know Taurus, Uranus was in Taurus for a minute. So I know the Taurus is, even if it wasn't like your finances was like extra shaky, you could have experienced a lot of highs and lows, possibly like mood wise, or maybe financially, or maybe like, So, yes. All right. So we have Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. So I feel like these ideas that you're getting, they're leading you to something too, because you're probably getting signs about taking a risk. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Taking some type of risk, like maybe you're feeling called to invest in something. Maybe you're even being called to go to the casino. I don't know. I'm not going, because I know gambling can, I know what it can turn into. But maybe some of you guys are being called to like play the lottery or invest into some business idea. Or it could be, yeah, like going to a casino, doing like, I don't know, but there's some type of unexpected way that some money is about to come in. And for some of you guys, it could be a business as well, where it's like you're like, I'm feeling called to invest into this thing, whatever it is. And you're right, because it's going to bring you what you're thinking. Or even like applying for a certain job, or doing something in particular, you're being called to put some time and energy into it, and that's because it's going to pay off. We have hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. Yep. And then I also feel like some of you guys have been doing candle work, candle magic, or this is your call to do candle magic or do something with candles. Like maybe you're thinking about making your own candles, or maybe just doing some type of candle ritual, or working with the element of fire. Maybe even doing like oh look, yeah, doing something with candles. Okay, working with the element of fire. Maybe like saging your home, even like uh doing some type of like fire cleanse. Maybe burning a piece of paper, some type of like ritual thing that has to do with fire. Yeah. But some of you guys could be called to do some type of uh something with candles. I don't know. Maybe you're making your own candles. I don't know. So yeah. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. So maybe some of you guys are getting a sign that something with your love life is about to change. So there could be someone that's like interested in you, someone that is, yeah, someone's definitely interested in you. Someone's definitely going to be like interested, or yeah, shooting their shot or something like that. And maybe you're getting signs about it. But we do have love bombed here, so maybe spirit is also saying like be careful, because at this time there could be people sliding in your DM, sliding in your inbox, because I feel like there's a lot of success coming to you. So be mindful of who you give your energy time to, okay? Poker face. And it's so funny because I started looking at these cards over here and I'm like, ooh, I forgot to put these cards back in the deck from earlier. And one of them says take risk. And what do we have here? Risk. And I think I was talking about the embrace uncertainty. Yes. Taking a chance, risk and options, not showing hand, gambling. Didn't I just say something about that? I said some of you guys could be feeling called to get like a scratch off, or taking some type of risk where it's like business wise, like maybe being called to like maybe do something with candles, or do something with maybe some of you guys have a spiritual business. Some of you guys are getting called into creating some type of spiritual business or something like that. Or like it's simply you doing some type of spell work, or doing things to really change your mindset so that you can manifest something big. Because I feel like you feel there's something big, but it's not going to come to you till you actually believe and have conviction that this shit is coming. So, Anyway, perspective. See? Perspective. Better off, happiness, clear headspace. Yeah. What did I literally just say? So, there's that. Okay, so yeah, let's get the bowl of answers and see what else could possibly be signs, anything pertaining to these signs, or what else we can get. Oopsie. We have always be my baby, so it's making me think of how I said with baby. That's so funny because the integrity card, something, this lady kind of looks like she's pregnant. If you look real close, some of you guys could be getting signs that there is a baby on the way, maybe now or in the future, that there's going to be another baby. Maybe some of you guys were wondering, would you have another kid? And this is your confirmation. But we have always be my baby. So I do think someone is coming in like, you're my baby. You'll always be my baby. Okay. We have Aries, fire energy, like I said. And it's so funny. I was watching a reading and the lady was like, maybe it's time to start acting like an Aries. And I laughed because my moon is Aries, but it makes me think of how, like, a risk, taking a risk. That's Aries energy all the way. Being like, okay, I'm going to take this risk. I'm gonna see what I could do. And it's making me think of gamble, but like like taking a calculated risk. Maybe there's a calculated risk. Maybe I do feel like Spirit is saying for some of you guys, maybe a scratch off or something like that. But I do feel like for some of you guys, it's something with a business or like shooting your shot with something where it may feel like, I don't know if I'll get a reply. Maybe for some of you guys, it has something to do with shooting your shot with someone that you're interested in. But I do feel like someone's going to be shooting their shot with you. Multiple people, actually. I feel like some of you guys are really about to be in the spotlight, like be in this Empress energy where you're just like looking T, body's T, like the way her little boobie is out. I feel like you're about to be looking T, like a lot of people are going to be telling you like, oh, you look good, or your hair looks good, or, but I feel like it's also you taking care of yourself. Oh, self-care, health needs to be your priority right now. And I feel like you've already been doing that, like maybe taking better care of your hair, your skin, your nails, dressing up more. And people are going to be like, ooh, probably won't look good as hell. Did it on them. And Nicki. No comments, but Did It On Them by Nicki Minaj. If you know the song, you know that song is basically her talking her shit and talking about how she looked good. And yeah, that she's getting money. And all these bitches are her sons. But I feel like that's just the energy. Like, that's the energy you're about to be in. Not on, like, but on some being really confident in yourself. And really I feel like it's time to really get back in the gym or start eating the foods to, like, make your body feel good. And then my phone just lit up. Taking care of yourself, drinking the water, because I keep thinking I'm super thirsty and I need to drink some water. So drinking your water, taking your vitamins, taking care of all the things. Okay. 1, 2, 3, making progress, moving to the next level, moving on, take action. So you're clearly being called to take action in some shape or form. So yeah. Yeah, actually, we'll go ahead and leave it at that. So pile 1, that was your reading. If it resonated with you, let me get a fire emoji in the comments for this fire energy, because I definitely feel like you feel some type of excitement or motivation or something, because you just know that something's coming. And I feel like that's the signs you keep getting, and that's confirmation that you're right. So yes, pile 1. So let me get some fire emojis in the comments. And if you feel called to tip me, that information is below. If you want to buy my spell book that I've been telling y'all about, it's a spell book where it has 11 spells in there that I've done myself personally that help with magnetizing more money, with appearance change, with just being magnetic in general, more business. Just get it. Of course, shameless plug, but these are spells I've used myself, so definitely go ahead and check it out. Oh yeah, because we did talk about candle work, so yes, if you want to purchase one of my readings, my artwork, all those things, that information is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? Those of you that chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading all about the signs that you keep seeing and what they mean. So let's get into it. All right. So the first 4 cards are meant to be like the signs you keep seeing, and then the cards after that are what those signs mean. And then, let me move that. And then we're going to pull from the bowl of answers, okay? So let's get into it. All right. And also, let me let you know, if you want to book a reading, you want to buy some of my art, you want to buy some of my money oil, which got some right here. You want to buy some of my money oil, or you want to, yeah, all that stuff. Everything you need from me at the bottom in the description, okay? Or my comment section. All right. So forgiveness. All right. And then we have seek healing. Wow. Sorry. So forgiveness and seek healing. This is definitely making me think that something that's coming for you, or not coming for you, but a sign that you keep getting is that maybe some of you guys keep getting signs about maybe like therapy, or maybe even realizing that you not forgiving the past is maybe creating a repeating cycle in your life. Like, for example, let's say maybe you have daddy issues. Trigger warning. I should say trigger warning. And saying daddy issues, I don't want to like minimize it. I hope I don't sound like I'm minimizing it. But let's say like parental wounds and things like that. And it's like, maybe because of those things, you maybe sometimes attract people that remind you of those parents, you know? So maybe that is, maybe that's why you're being called into therapy, or maybe just to look at the patterns. Like maybe you're noticing the signs you're seeing are the patterns that maybe you are realizing that you keep repeating, or a pattern that keeps repeating in your life, and you're being called to. And it's so funny, it says 2, 3, 4. So you're being called to like break a cycle. Oh, that just said 2, 3, 4. So maybe that's a number. Maybe every time you see 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, like 9, 10, like things like that. Maybe this is spirit saying like, you're close to breaking a cycle. You're currently breaking a cycle. Many of you guys are maybe seeing these signs because you're meant to be I'm getting ahead of myself, but a generational pattern breaker. You're breaking some type of pattern within your family lineage or something like that. And maybe the signs that you're seeing, maybe you keep getting certain signs. Actually, you know what? We're not going to talk about that yet. We're just going to see what these signs could be first, because I'm getting a lot about what the signs could mean. Okay. So we got payday, financial rewards, money rolling in, celebration of success, check cashed. Period. We also have hustle mode, grinding hard, ambitious drive, determined effort, sleep can wait. So, I think you guys are getting signs about your money, finances. You were probably drawn to another pile, and maybe you're getting signs from spirit, your ancestors, your guides, that are saying like, maybe these things have been slow or on hold because you're in hustle mode when you really need to be seeking healing and forgiving the past. Because it's just making me think of what I said in, was that in the other pile? I think I said that in the other pile, but I feel like I said it in a reading I did for someone today. So, but anywho, realizing that the narratives that you have about yourself, about relationships, about life, just things like that are what is manifesting certain outcomes, certain things in your life. Maybe even a repeating cycle. Okay. Sorry, I keep saying But yeah, I definitely feel like seeking healing and forgiveness is spirit talking about changing your frequency or lifting your frequency, changing your way of thinking so that you can manifest this payday. Okay? Because you've been hustling, I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work into some type of project, your career, something like that. And maybe you're getting signs that the only thing that's missing is you not forgiving the past, you still holding on to an old way of thinking. Okay? So, yeah. And maybe you've been seeing a lot of 4s and 1s a lot because I kept seeing, oh, and there goes a 4 and a 1. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of 4s and 1s since I've been doing this reading. So, yeah. And then we have 1 and 4. So, yeah. All right, so now let's get into what these signs mean, which we kind of already got into, but we got 2 of Swords. Oh. Okay. Which these were actually originally upright, but we'll read them reversed. Yeah, these were originally upright, but I will read them reversed and upright. So we have the Hermit and the Knight of Wands. I feel like with the King of Wands and the 2 of Swords and the Hermit, like I feel like kind of like what I said in another pile, something is kind of coming out of nowhere, and because you are finally releasing blockages, and the blockage is your mind. It's you. The mountain is you. Okay? With this Hermit and Knight of Wands, yeah, it's just making me feel like you don't see something coming and it's about to. But I feel like with both of these being reversed originally, is making me think that Spirit is telling you to get out of hermit mode and take action on certain things. Like if you're feeling called, yeah, this sounds like another pile. You're probably drawn to another pile, but you're being called to take actions on certain things and stop like resting on your laurels, but not saying to burn yourself out, because I do feel like forgiveness and seeking healing and things like that, that's what's helping with bringing this these results in. But I also feel like it's your forgiveness, the forgiveness that you need to have in order to bring these things in, because I feel like maybe you are feeling like some of these things are impossible or that it's hard. There's some belief you have around manifestation and bringing things in that you actually want. Okay, so yeah, King of Wands, that card is literally associated with business. So some of you guys could definitely be business owners, and you're definitely being called to take action in some shape or form. Or maybe you just did, and maybe you are getting signs that this is actually going to pay off. Like the things that you're doing is paying off. But now that because I feel like some of you guys have been working, like maybe you just worked on something, maybe you've been working, and Spirit is like, you can, I almost want to say take your hand off the wheel now, not in a like let your life go to shit. And look, 4-1 again, not to like take your hand off the wheel and just let your life go to shit, but like I feel like spirit is wanting you to surrender something to them, like some type of fear. Like maybe there's fear of failure, fear of maybe even fear of success, fear of something that is kind of like keeping you stuck. Okay, so yeah, look, we have twin flame, mirroring shared feelings, reflection. So I do feel like, I mean, maybe you're getting signs about someone in particular too that's coming in with an apology, because we do have apology. You could be yeah, seeking healing and forgiveness. Okay, so some of you guys were getting signs that someone is going to come in seeking healing with a relationship, seeking forgiveness from you. And hey, or maybe you're being called to call someone and seek healing and forgiveness from that person, because maybe for some of you guys that is the case, but for some of you guys I think it's the other way around, because we have runner and the healthy choices. So someone possibly realizing the fault in their ways, or maybe this is someone that's already like tried to make a comeback in your life, and you're just like, should I forgive them? Should we heal this connection? But for some of you guys, I do feel like it's also you. I also think it's you, where you are being called to forgive the past and forgive certain things that has happened. Because even now we have apologized, yeah, and it says forgiveness on here too. Wow. Yeah. So you forgiving the past as well, forgiving a parent, forgiving like maybe something that happened, maybe like a friend or a situation that happened that had you like all the way fucked up. And I just saw 1 and 4 again. Yeah. I do feel like it's either you forgiving the past, and maybe times where you felt like spirit forgot you. You know, I think you're healing those things, but then you're also possibly forgiving someone else. I don't know. We also have ascending. I feel like someone is ascending and this is 1-4 again. This is for a select few of you, but I feel like there's someone coming back into your life and they're actually making healthy choices. Maybe at first they were running. Maybe they were afraid of commitment. Maybe they were, I don't know, someone possibly had something in their own life going on. But I feel like they're coming back for forgiveness. And for some of you guys, this person is sincere. And you'll know if that's for you. You'll know. Okay? But for some of you guys, it's people trying to make a comeback. And it's like, okay? So, anywho, what else? Did I? Oh, wait, we didn't pull from the Bowl of Answers. Oh, yeah. I'm already seeing always be my baby. So, yes, someone's definitely coming with some apologies and maybe to give you some roses, coming to give you, yeah, I do think someone wants to make healthier choices when it comes to love and relationships, and they're trying to make a comeback because they're like, no, I can't let this go. For some of y'all, this kind of happened already, and for some of you guys, this is someone that you may not want to hear from, but you're going to hear from them. But for some of you guys, this is you forgiving, like I said, the past, maybe forgiving a father, a mother, because it's like causing some type of repeating cycle in your life. Okay? Baby mama, baby daddy drama. So for some of you guys, this is your baby daddy or baby mama that's going to be trying to apologize. Okay? Maybe trying to apologize, or for some of y'all possibly trying to get back with you, or I don't know, but For some of you guys, definitely, yeah. Oh, we talked about that. Oh, we belong together. No, we had always be my baby. This is we belong together. Someone gonna be talking about we belong together? Okay. And maybe you're feeling in your bones because maybe you and someone have been no contact or something. But for some of you guys, this could even be an old friend. This could even be an old friend that like is trying to make a comeback into your life too. I miss you. Now I'm hearing this song by Beyonce, I Miss You. Um, Cause the one part where she's like, words don't ever seem to come out right, but I need you. Why is that? It hurts my pride to tell you how I feel, but I still need to. Why is that? I miss you like every day, want to be with you, but you're away. I miss you, missing you insane. If I got with you, will it feel the same? So someone is missing you, collective. Somebody's missing you. 7 rings. And I feel like this is the energy you was in or are in where you're just like, because she talking her shit in that song. Like, I want it, I got it. You possibly took a step back from someone and decided to focus on yourself. Maybe even this person had their own financial issues as well. And maybe you thought it was something having to do with you and maybe it wasn't. And maybe they didn't want to tell you. And that's for a select few. That's for a select few. You don't know if that's for you. But for some of you guys, yeah, this is you're about to be in this energy of I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it, and you're focused on that. I feel like, yeah, you decided to focus on this instead of love or something like that. And the fact that you've been focusing more on you and your maybe career, money, things like that, it's bringing in a person that possibly maybe was even going through the same thing where they had to focus on themselves, but they didn't want to tell you that because maybe they were, I don't know, having their own issues that maybe they didn't want to tell anyone about. But like I said, you'll know if that's for you, because for some of you guys, it's a baby daddy, baby mama, possibly, and maybe there's a reason you left that person behind and you're not trying to go back down that road, or it's something like that. We also have First by Ken the Man, and she is talking her shit in that song and basically saying like he was fucking with an average, then he ran into the total package, used to bitches that ain't have shit. I'm that nigga's first bad bitch. So, but maybe with some of you guys, the person that you were dealing with, or maybe a baby daddy, baby mama, I don't know, you were this person's first bad bitch or first person of your kind, because maybe for some of you guys, especially with King of Wands being here, I don't know, for some of you guys, maybe you was dealing with someone that, I don't know, they're not used to dealing with someone like you. I don't know. For some of you guys, maybe this person was a player at some point. Or some of you guys, maybe it's like you're super witchy and they're like not used to being with someone like that. I don't know. But something about you is very different from the type of people that they're used to. And it's like you're causing an awakening within this person. And I also feel like you're causing an awakening you're having an awakening within yourself. And that's what these signs are telling you. And I feel like a lot of you guys, though, are getting signs about a person. Because there's no way that there's not a person in this reading that you're not getting signs about. I feel like you're getting signs about someone, and yeah, they're gonna try to make a comeback. I think I said that in the other pile, but I'm definitely seeing this in this pile. Okay, we have Scorpio. So Scorpio season, something could have happened. Sag season, maybe. Because I'm also picking up on Sag. You did the right thing. Yeah. Some of you guys had to focus on yourself. Decided to leave someone alone and decided to focus on yourself. For some of you guys, this could have even been walking away from a job or something that you walked away from, that you got signs to do it and it was the right thing for you. Okay? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and leave it right there. Wait, do we do this one? August. Okay, we have August. Maybe you were born in August. Something could have happened in August. Maybe something around the full moon in August. Do we have a full moon in August, or was that both in September? I can't remember, y'all, but yeah, anywho, let's leave this reading right here. If this reading resonated with you, let me get some roses in the comments, because I feel like some of y'all are about to be getting an apology from someone, or getting your roses for really working on yourself, because I know that came up in this reading as well, but it took a left turn real quick. But I definitely feel like another thing you've been getting signs about is like you've been focusing on yourself. So you're going to see like positive results because of the fact that you've been focusing on really changing your frequency. And I see 2, 3, 4 again. Yeah, but anyway, let's get roses in the comments. And if you would like to book a reading, if you would like to get my spell book, which is 11 spells of spells I've done myself for manifesting money, becoming more magnetic, manifesting love, manifesting, well, I already said money, right? Good health, things like that. That information is below, okay? If you want to tip me, if you want to buy some of my art, if you want to follow me on social media, that information is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading all about what the signs that you're seeing are telling you. So, yeah, we're going to see, like, you know, if you've been seeing certain numbers, if you've been seeing certain getting repeating messages in a song, something like that. We're seeing today what those mean for you. So the first 4 cards basically are what those signs are, and then we're going to see what the signs mean. Okay, oh wait. Oopsie. I must have accidentally... Hold on. I don't know what I did, but reshuffling live. Okay, because I forgot to... Might have put it back accidentally. But the first 4 cards are meant to be like what those signs are, and then we'll get into what those signs mean. Oh, what am I doing? Put that back over here. Okay, so yes, let's see what these signs are telling you, or what the signs are. And also, let me remind you, I have a spell book. That I put out. It's 11 spells for beauty, magnetism, money, new jobs, things like that. That information is below, and my art's below. And if you want to book a reading, that's below, okay? So yes, let's get into it. All right, so the first 2 cards, we have Mirror and Hopeless Romantic. And then we have Cleansing. Accept responsibility. That's... Hold the hell on. Look at this. We have accept responsibility. Then we have hopeless romantic. See how they're like facing each other? And then we have mirror, and they're facing each other. So I feel like maybe signs you keep getting are things mirroring, where it's like, maybe, because let me tell you something that's been happening. Oh, and then my phone or my iPad just lit up. But let me tell you what I mean, because this has been happening to me actually lately, where it's like I'll be on the phone with my friend, right? And then it'll say I've been on the phone for like 30 minutes, right? Like exactly 30 minutes. And then my clock, like the time will say 3 o'clock. So 3, the 3s and the zeros. Or it's 4:54. and then it says on my timer for how long I've been on the phone is 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Shit like that could be mirroring, or like you're thinking about someone and then they call you, or you yeah, like it's just giving mirroring. It's mirroring you. So maybe it's like you set an intention, and in my opinion, this is how manifestation works to me. Okay, because I feel like when we say a prayer and we set an intention, I feel like when we see those certain numbers, those repeating numbers, or like you have a thought and then you'll see it, or something like that. That's the universe saying like, hey, this is a mirror of you and what you're thinking and what you're saying and what you're doing, and this is to acknowledge that the intention or the prayer or whatever. Oh, that's funny. 3:30. And my phone just lit up. See, this is what I mean about the mirroring. But like I was saying, you will or it's like the universe being like, "Hey, we're mirroring you. See how you just saw that's number? You just said that number, and then you saw it on your phone. Your phone just lit up at that time. Yeah, it's being mirrored back to you. So now you need to start thinking the thoughts and taking the actions and those things that bring you closer to what your intention is about. Like, let's say you have an intention about money. You want to manifest more money, right? And then you see a certain number that's like, oh yeah, you're manifesting more money. You're in the process of manifesting more money. Then maybe you feel it's time to like take action on something where you could make money from it, whether it's investments or applying for a job, maybe doing a certain gig or something like that. And then you get the money. Does that make sense? Like, you seeing the universe mirror back that we heard your prayer with these numbers and signs showing up, and then you taking the action because you see these numbers and signs, and then you get the reward for taking that action. It's almost like a cause and effect type of situation. Like, I feel like the sign here is the universe is mirroring you. Okay, and I feel like that's kind of like a theme for a lot of these readings, and that's what I feel like signs are. Mirroring what we're like, the universe is picking up what we're putting down. And I feel like that's what you're starting to realize, like, or that's what these signs are trying to tell you, which we'll get more into what they're trying to tell you. But I feel like that's what these signs are. Like, it keeps mirroring something having to do with what you said or what you thought or what you know what I mean? Okay. So yes, what do these signs mean? Yeah, see, we have thinking. What you're thinking about. These signs are mirroring what you're thinking about. So you're being called to think more positive. And we have the Sun card. So these are signs trying to tell you you need to think more positive so it can be reflected in your universe. And I said universe. You need verse. You need to start thinking more positive and in a different way so that you can manifest these better things in your universe. Okay? King of Cups. And then Page of Swords reversed. So with Page of Swords reversed, I feel like Spirit is saying, don't just talk about it, be about it. Stop just talking about what you're going to do and be about it. And I also feel like maybe you're getting signs to not tell people what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you got going on. Like, maybe you're being called to be more to yourself, or that something's coming that you aren't going to be able to tell people about because, I don't know, I feel like something big is coming in for you. I've been getting that energy for all the piles, and I think all these piles have been connected today in some shape or form, but I feel like you're being called to, like, something is coming and you shouldn't tell people about it. And I also feel like yeah, something's coming that you shouldn't tell people about, but I also feel like you shouldn't tell people your plans. Especially because I feel like some of you guys are in this vulnerable state of, like, maybe you're just beginning to learn about things like manifestation and changing your mindset, quantum leaping, and things like that. And you're in the process of really transforming your mindset. And I feel like other people other people speaking their fears into your plan can really affect you right now, especially because, yeah, I think you've been getting into things that help with, like, positively changing your mindset. Okay. And then we have cleansing, and even this Seven of Pentacles is kind of reminding me of a broom, but I think it's a shovel. Yeah, it's a shovel, but it's kind of reminding me of a broom, and we're seeing cleansing. So maybe you've been getting signs about cleansing, like you need to clean your home, you need to declutter, maybe you need to clean up your diet, maybe there's certain habits you need to let go of, but there is definitely something about detoxing, cleansing, that will be very beneficial for you, or cleaning your home. It's so funny that this is coming up because I was literally just watching you guys might know her, Bossy Bruja. I was watching her stories, and she was saying something like, if you feel like a lot of things is going on in your life and you want to clean up your life, start with cleaning up your environment, because that helps with, like, cleaning your mind so that you can find the solution, so that you can find the right things to do. Things like, well, that's solutions, right? So yeah, I definitely feel like you're being called to clean. Maybe you've been getting some signs about that because maybe you haven't been having time to clean. Maybe you've been working a lot. Maybe you've been, like, in your feelings and stuff, so you haven't been able to clean. Maybe just a lot's been going on with you, but I definitely feel, phone just lit up. So yeah, confirmation that if you're feeling called to, like, clean, like, your car, or clean your home, clean up your diet, things like that, that's definitely because it's helping you with making space for something. Okay. Mask, hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight, personify. I mean, some of this is negative on here, but I do feel like for some of you guys, you're being called to not really tell people what you got going on. And I also feel like you're being called to, maybe be in hermit mode and kind of just, not really tell people what you got going on. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. Don't tell people what you got going on right now. Because maybe people speaking fear into your plans, but then also it's I feel like it's a vulnerable time for you because you're in the process of changing your frequency. And when you're changing your frequency and changing your way of thinking, it's like you're on this bridge. You're basically on a bridge of moving to the new frequency and kind of looking back at the old frequency, and you're trying to go towards this new frequency, this new life, this new way of thinking. But when people are still in that old way of thinking and you communicate with them about certain things, and if they have their own idea of what they think is right, it's going to infect your mind. And that's not saying to just, hide yourself and not talk to anyone ever. Not saying that, but I feel like you're being called to, my phone just lit up again. You're being called to just kind of be in your own energy as you develop this new paradigm. You're going through a paradigm shift. And I feel like it's happening very quickly. Okay. Spying, social network, information, ways. You're being called to not share information. And I also feel like there's people low-key spying on you, monitoring spirits. And I don't want niggas, oh, niggas. I'm sorry. I don't want people to start getting paranoid, like, oh, people are watching me. But for some of you guys, there really are people that may be watching, trying to see your downfall, trying to, but that ish can't touch you. And there's and I also feel like you guys are very magical. You're very, very magical, and you're entering a time frame where you're realizing miracles are real, magic is real, things like that. And it's like I don't know. I just feel like you're in a vulnerable position, and it's like you're really learning to build up your perspective and your mindset. And there are certain people that you just don't need to tell things to, because they gonna mess it up with their funky energy. Not mess it up from coming, but mess things up with your mind, because you're in this space of going over this bridge to this new frequency where you're just like, I'm still trying to see if I really believe this. You know what I mean? It's easier to turn back than to go into the unknown. So, yeah. Hammer, sabotage and rebuild, working on it, repairing. So yes, I feel like you're working on your mindset, and that's why you're possibly being called to be a little more like secluded and just in your own energy. And I'm not saying to, like I said, just not talk to anybody at all, but you're definitely being called to be in your own energy, work on your own things, work on your mindset, maybe listening to certain like self-help content, things like that, so that you're in this certain mindset that other people are possibly not in right now. Okay, heartbroken reversed. Yeah. And I feel like you're working through some type of heartbreak as well. And this could be from recent heartbreak, or just things that were heartbreaking in the past that you have dealt with. And that's why you need this time alone, because it's helping you to work through some type of heartbreak from your past that you keep with you. Okay. Gemini. Oh, this is ripped, but it says think before you act. And that's funny. We have Gemini, and Gemini has to do with thinking, but it also has to do with talking. So I definitely feel like Spirit is saying, like, you don't need to spill your guts right now. Keep certain things to yourself. Maybe be in a little bit of hermit mode, or, locked in. And we do have Aquarius, which says innovative, eccentric, independent, humanitarian, intellectual, unconventional, visionary. And I feel like many of you guys are people that are visionaries, and Aquarius makes me think of people that are, eccentric. And I feel like there's these certain ideas, there's these certain beliefs that you're building. Building. And there's maybe a career, lifestyle, something that you're building for yourself. And it may look a little unorthodox to people. And that's why Spirit is just like, keep certain things to yourself right now as you build this new life, this new lifestyle, whatever. Pisces. So Aquarius season could be significant, Pisces season could be significant, and then Aries season could be significant, because they go in order. Because first is Aquarius, then it's Pisces, then it's Aries. So as I'm making this, it is Capricorn season, and the next season is Aquarius season. So maybe like from now until the actual new year, which is Aries season, you are going to be manifesting some really big changes, because next after Aries is Taurus, and then after Taurus is Gemini. So, and then with it skipping like that, it's making me think of like skipping a step, and not in a bad way, but in like something is coming in very rapidly. And that's why maybe Spirit's calling you to not tell people about it, because I feel like some of this stuff that's about to happen for you is going to feel like, how is this even possible? How did this even happen? And I feel like it's because you've been being in your own energy and being like or in your own energy, and maybe energy or being or speaking with people that see the vision, seeing or talking to people that are into maybe the same things as you. So when you guys have these conversations, it's not like, oh man, I don't know about that. It's more so like, yeah, like they see the vision because maybe they're on that same path too. So yeah, just being mindful. Like maybe that's another thing. Like you're getting signs about who you can talk to about certain things and who you can't talk to about certain things. So yeah. February, that's Aquarius and Pisces season. So something significant about Pisces season and Aquarius season, where you're going to see like some of these really, really big turnarounds. Focus on your health on all levels. So yeah, I do feel like that has to do with the cleaning, the detoxing that I kind of talked about. Oh, and then my phone lit up. Blessing in disguise. So also, especially because we have hammer here and it says sabotage and rebuild. So maybe something went wrong. Maybe you've been experiencing certain setbacks and you keep thinking like, dang, I can't believe this is happening, or why did it happen like this, or blah, blah, blah. That was a blessing in disguise. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Look, this is what I was talking about. Like, skipping a step, but not in a bad way, but in like something is progressing very quickly where it almost looks like a step was skipped, where it's like your life goes from do to do, where it's like steady, then boom. But in a good way, Delulu is the Salulu. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm a little thirsty. Hold on. But Delulu is the Salulu. And that's why Spirit is like, just be in your own energy and people that have that same energy. Not in like a yes man type of situation, but like a believing in the impossible type of energy. I'm sorry, my lips so dry. That's why I keep going like that. Some of you guys could really need to start drinking more water with this cleanse. Maybe you need to go on a water cleanse, a juice fast, something like that. Because I am thirsty as hell. Okay? And then Cancer. That's funny because Gemini is before Cancer. So the next few months could be very significant, and maybe you keep getting signs about what's to come in the next few months. So I think it's going to be some positive things that happen for you over the next few months. So get ready, okay? So that was your reading, pile number 3. If it resonated with you, let me get a mask emoji, because I definitely feel like Spirit is saying to wear a mask right now, but not in like a deceptive way, but in like a keep certain things hidden right now. And also, I feel like there's something that you don't see coming as well. So let me get a mask emoji in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. If you feel called to tip me, if you want to join the Mystic Collective, where I post daily collective readings and other types of content. Also, if you want to get my spell book, it's called Your Favorite Little Spell Book, where it's 11 spells all about, I don't know why I did 3. 11 spells that's all about magnetizing money, beauty, better health, things like that. That information is below, okay? My art, that's below. If you want to follow me on social media, that's below too, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.